Let's go Knights! Hello and welcome to Knights Spotlight. I'm Lane Glenn, the president at Northern Essex Community College with campuses here in the beautiful Merrimack Valley in Northeast Massachusetts. We have amazingly talented faculty and staff all across the college, both of our campuses, doing wonderful things with students, researching and teaching and helping to prepare our students for a world of work that is constantly changing. Today we're very fortunate to be here in the Liberal Arts Lounge with Professor Patrick Lochelt in the English department. Professor Lochelt, Patrick, may I call you that?
You may.
Patrick has taught at Northern Essex for more than 20 years. He's taught at UMass Lowell and other colleges and universities. He's been very active with the Massachusetts Community College Council, the union that represents the faculty and professional staff of the 15 colleges across Massachusetts. And he's probably best known for Parnassus, an amazing literary journal, award-winning, known around the country. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Patrick, thank you so much for being here with us today on Night Spotlight.
Glad to be here.
I don't know if I've ever told you this.
Okay.
I went to a community college in Midwest City, Oklahoma. A lot of people know that. It was Oscar Rose Junior College, became Rose State College. And while I was a student there, Patrick, I had, I think it was 2 poems and a short story published in our literary journal.
Excellent.
Which was called Pegasus.
Oh, pretty cool.
Parnassus, right? And I was so proud of myself. It really encouraged me as a writer.
That's awesome.
So you've been doing this a long time, and you're very, very good at it.
Thank you.
Why is it important for community colleges like Northern Essex to have a literary journal like Parnassus?
Well, and I swear I didn't set this up. I mean, my story is almost identical. I'm from Sacramento, California originally, and I also went to a moderately sized community college, about 3,000-4,000 students. They also have a literary magazine that's won major awards.
Does it start with a P also?
It doesn't. No, unfortunately. That would have been even better. American River Review. Shout out to my American River College people. And I was one of those people. I was going to play drums. I know you were going to be in acting. Everyone said, yeah, and I was good at it. I did it. I still am. But everyone's like, you should have a backup plan. I was like, whatever. Bunch of teachers in my family. But I never really thought about it. But then same thing. I got a couple of stories published in the literary magazine and loved the experience so much that they actually have it as a class there, which is something that we're working on here at Northern Essex for Parnassus.
Preview.
You
heard it here first.
20 years in the making.
All right. Wasn't first.
I joined the class, and it was a year-long class, and I started working with students with their writing, and it was just light bulb moment. I clicked, and that was on I think my 3rd of my 4 years at that school. I just blasted through. Because it just gave me this focus, and I saw what working with students does and what something like this can do. Parnassus here at Northern Essex it's an amazing just launch point for anybody. This is one of our awards, most recent, and I could take you to my office, anybody who ever wants to come in. There's a wall full of awards that we've won, or I can even show you the list in here. All these years, all these numbers are major national awards. These aren't local. These are national awards from the Associated Collegiate Press, Columbia Scholastic Press Association, and more. This is something that, someone from anywhere around here in the region who loves writing, who loves art, who loves doing anything creative can put themselves on a national platform because every single year, this is an annual publication, we put them out to these huge competitions, and they get judged by amazing judges, and there's even individual awards that sometimes students have won, and it's just an amazing way to just put yourself out there or impress your grandma. That's also good too.
Grandmas love that stuff.
Grandmas love that.
Well, all right, to your point, so this award here is a Pacemaker Award, and Parnassus has won 5 of these national awards. It's also, you've been working with Parnassus for close to 20 years, around 20 years.
2006.
And it's been around since 1965.
One of the oldest institutions at the college.
Well, practically as old as the college.
Almost,
right?
Yeah.
To what do you attribute that success? How has this literary journal not only survived, but thrived the way it has for the whole history of the college?
There's been some lean points, I can tell you. And if anybody would like to visit our website, parnassuslitmag.com, which is about to roll over into the Northern Essex website, there's an archive there, and you can see through, especially the 1970s, it was literally made on like mimeograph paper. No joke, which is an old copy machine, basically. They're essentially stapled. That you could tell that they were making them here by hand in the college.
Probably in this room where the copy machine is.
It very well. You know what?
It was
you can still smell the ink maybe in the air. I've got copies. I mean, there were some lean years where you could tell, but they were also putting out, 4, 5, 6, even multiple during a semester, which was really cool. To show like how frequently we moved to an annual just so we could have like a bigger print budget and have just a cooler looking magazine. I don't know. There's something about New England and writers and artists.
Yep.
One of the things that I've been able to do also is to bring in some great guest authors and artists from around the area, like Andre DeBeese III, who came and visited last year. Last year. What's up, man?
Both. It was last semester and last.
Yes, exactly. Gregory Maquire, who wrote Wicked, which is obviously huge right now, he gave us a brand new short story just because I asked, and he felt so, that was so important to him. Stephen King, of all people, gave us some stuff. I mean, these are all local New England writers as well. There's something in the water, there's something in the oxygen, and people want to keep putting themselves out there, and I'm so happy to have a platform for them to do that and to just give them that chance.
So you just described how you have lured in some fabulously successful writers to contribute to Parnassus, and you have been amazing at that.
Thank you.
At the same time, you teach writing.
Yes.
You teach beginners, right? You and I were beginners once.
Yeah.
What's some advice that you offer someone who knows they have that creativity inside of them and they are just desperate to pour it out on the page or the screen, right?
Yeah.
Where do you start?
I mean, the cliche of the sensitive artist is always a big hurdle. It's hard to put yourself out there. It's hard to take something that you've labored on and put your emotions and your creative and your thoughts and all those things into it and to put them out there for someone else to judge. But I've said this in classes that I teach either about literature, creative writing, even Comp 1 and Comp 2, is that you can't, once you give something out to the world, it's no longer yours. It's your name's on the top, but it's up to the world to interpret. And that includes judges for competitions and literary magazines, and you're going to get rejected. If you do put yourself out there, people are going to say no, and they might say no 100 times more than they have one time they say yes, but that's how you get out there. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of great people out there, but you never know unless you try. And so, yeah, you might shed a tear or two or have that angry moment where you realize, but those are moments to grow from, and to realize and to take that feedback and or to say, you know what, I am as good as that, and I'm going to keep putting it out there to someone who will find me, because there's every amazing artist you've ever seen has a long file folder of rejection letters that they've received. But their names now, and that's how it works.
A lot of risk for a lot of potential.
Yeah. So put yourself out there. That's my best advice. Don't be afraid, and don't be afraid to hear what other people have to say. I do that with people who submit to Parnassus, where we see something that's just right on the verge of getting there. But myself and the amazing volunteer staff, by the way, if anybody wants to join our staff, we always need more eyes and ears. We read through everything, and some stuff is an automatic yes, and some stuff is a maybe, and some stuff is a not quite ready for prime time situation. But
right. So if somebody wants to do that,
yes.
They want to get in this wonderful national literary magazine. Yeah, you do. What do they do? Somebody, a student, an employee, someone who works for the college. How do we get into this?
So twice a year, basically, in the fall and spring, we have deadlines, and it's basically just emailing things to me. There are some forms that are on our website, which again is Parnassus Lit Mag, Parnassus. Maybe Keith can put it on the bottom of the screen right there. Here it is, right here on the bottom. Maybe? Yeah? Okay, I've got the thumbs up. It's there.
Perfect.
Come to that website and click on the submit button and fill out the form and send us what you got. Art, by the way, we've been talking about writing, but we need art. We have amazing artists here at the school in photography. Staff, and by the way, staff and faculty too, which most of us know, but we also have amazing people. Steve from the Reaper Graphics is an amazing artist, as is Ann. They're a 1-2 combo. You send stuff into us. Our current deadline, I don't know if this is going to come out in time, is April 13th. For the spring 2025. If you're watching this after that, doesn't matter. There's the deadline in fall and a deadline in spring every single year, and we publish just after the spring semester. So we get physical copies usually around May.
Fabulous, Patrick. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for all the years that you've taught for us. Congratulations on becoming a full-time professor here at the college, and especially thanks for the way you have shepherded and cared for this longtime treasure of Northern Essex Community College.
Glad to do it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.